From the gun, here's Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 3. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 4 yards on the pickup. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 6. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It's third and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a first down. That's good for a Rams first down. A gain of 9 yards. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece the score. We're back in Music City after this. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. Stafford now. That's pulled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. On the carry, it's Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by them.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Draymond Jones. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Jim Ray DK now to return it. Finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been a team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a rebuild. right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafted at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule. And that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far as away as it might seem in the moment.
And Greg, I've heard you say a bunch of times, if you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Well, both of the teams at the bottom of the division last year, Jacksonville and Tennessee, they've got #1 overall picks as their quarterbacks. One who's been around for a bit in Trevor Lawrence and one who's recently been drafted in Cam Ward. They have to be #1 overall pick performers for these teams to come challenge at the top.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And with Trevor Lawrence, Mike, we've seen him play top-tier #1 overall, got a big new contract. I mean, we've seen him play franchise quarterback level ball. It just hasn't been frequent enough. And then, of course, in Tennessee with Cam Ward, we're not sure what it's going to look like, but we knew in college he was incredible. So if they get the Cam Ward we saw last year at Miami, if he brings that culture-changing presence on and off the field in that locker room to Tennessee, wouldn't be surprised to see Jacksonville and Tennessee higher up that list.
Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Rams.
Here's Stafford. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. Stafford going to give it to Cora, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Stafford. Flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford pushed out to his left. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. He'll try to run for it with Williams. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
4th down.
To play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to Nashville in a moment. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Stafford to throw it. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. They'll run it with Williams. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Stafford. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. They run on the jet sweep. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. That his first touchdown of the new year. That a big score, Greg. They can